Today, I'll be discussing the Infinix Hot 60i, a recently released budget phone that looks quite promising. In this review, I will share my thoughts and the user experience regarding its design, display, battery, performance, and cameras, all while keeping this video short. So, if you're considering buying this phone or you're just curious, keep watching as I dive right in. Starting with what you get in the box. Once opened, here are all the items in the box, which include a pair of wired earphones. The phone has a sleek design, although it is somewhat familiar since we have seen a similar design with last year's Hot 50 Pro and Hot 50 Pro Plus. It features a 6.7-inch body that feels solid in the hands. It feels heavier than I expected, but it is still comfortable to hold. The frame and the back are made of plastic with a smooth, shiny finish that looks nice and does not retain fingerprints. It has a side-mounted fingerprint sensor that unlocks quickly, and yes, there is a headphone jack for those of us who are still old-fashioned. The dual speakers are loud, enhancing the multimedia experience. There is an upgrade in the IP protection from what we had on the Hot 50i. We moved from the IP54 to IP64 rating, which offers better protection against dust and water splashes. I appreciate that Infinix gave us this one-tap button borrowed from the Note 50 series, which serves two purposes. One, to assign any of these tags to it, and once it is customized, simply double press it anytime you need to use that feature, which is faster and more convenient. Two, it also serves as a separate button for the Infinix voice assistant, so we don't have to struggle whenever we want to turn off our phones or initiate follow-ups, as the buttons are separated. You can use 2 SIM cards on this phone, and the storage is expandable up to 2 terabytes. It has a 6.7-inch IPS LCD with a 720p resolution and up to 120Hz refresh rate, which makes scrolling and navigating through apps super smooth. Colors are decent, although not super vibrant like AMOLED displays, but it is still enjoyable. It is a big screen, so watching videos or gaming feels immersive. It has a peak brightness of 700 nits, which isn't much, so outdoors the brightness holds up okay, but you may need to squint a bit under harsh sunlight. However, it has this special function called Outdoor Booster, which you can enable to enhance brightness, volume, and network quality. Although enabling it consumes more battery, but it is still a nice feature to have. It runs on Android 15, Infinix XOS 15. The interface is colorful and customizable, but there are some bloatware apps, those annoying extra apps, but that shouldn't be a problem because you can uninstall most of them. It comes with some useful AI features, and I appreciate that Transsion is including AI features even on their budget devices. Performance-wise, inside, it is powered by the MediaTek Helio G81 chipset with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. The chip handles everyday tasks really well. It handles basics like WhatsApp, YouTube, and light games like Candy Crush and Subway Surfers with no issues. I tried heavier games on it and it lagged a bit, so don't expect top-tier gaming performance. Also, remember, this is a budget phone and it is unrealistic to expect high performance at this price. So, if gaming is a priority, you might want to consider higher-end phones. The 4GB of RAM is generally sufficient, though multitasking may slow it down slightly. However, the 128GB storage provides enough space for photos and videos. So, overall, performance is reliable for daily use, and for the price, honestly, I cannot complain. The battery is kind of a highlight for this phone. With a 5200 mAh battery, it easily lasts a full day with streaming, gaming, and scrolling. After using it for some gaming, social media, calls, and watching some YouTube videos, it left me with about 40% battery at the end of the day. Plus, it supports 45-watt fast charging, so you can hit 50% in about 30 minutes. It took me roughly 45 minutes to charge this phone from 0% to about 80%, and a full charge will take you about 60 minutes to charge the phone. And this is something we are used to seeing on mid-range phones, not budget phones, so it scored some major points here. you get 4G LTE, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and dual SIM support. No 5G, but that is expected for this budget range. Calls are clear and Wi-Fi works fine for streaming. There is also this new feature called the Ultra Link that, when enabled, allows you to connect to nearby users without a network to make free calls or send free messages. Just like we have the free link on the TechnoSpark 40. And yes, I finally tried the free link feature and it connected seamlessly to this Hot 60i Ultra Link. So the free link on the TechnoSpark 40 works, so does the Ultra Link on this phone. They work just like walkie-talkies. The camera setup includes a 50 megapixel main camera with an auxiliary sensor and an 8 megapixel selfie camera. Pictures taken in daylight are sharp and colorful. I was honestly surprised at the detail it captured on some outdoor shots. Indoors, the quality drops a little, especially in low lights, but there is a super night mode that helps brighten things up. The 8 megapixel front camera takes decent selfies. When it comes to video recording, it records up to 2K 30 frames per second, which is kind of a standard for most budget phones right now. It has no stabilization, so shaky hands will show, but if you hold it steady or use a tripod or gimbal, you are good. For 145,000 naira, I think it is a solid buy. You are getting a big 120Hz display, some cool features like the convenient one-tap button, the Ultra Link feature for making free calls. You are getting embedded AI features, good battery life, and 45-watt fast charging, and a capable 50 megapixel rear camera. So, if you're on a budget and want a phone that performs well, looks good, and charges fast, this Infinix Hot 60i is worth considering. Now, let me know what you think about this phone in the comments, and in another video, I'll be comparing this phone to the TechnoSpark 40. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.